Imagine stepping into one of the most powerful roles in the world, a position steeped in centuries of tradition, faith, and immense responsibility. You've been chosen as the spiritual leader of over 1 billion people, a figure who must embody hope, compassion, and moral strength. Now picture being handed a large, white box shortly after taking on this monumental role. It's unassuming on the outside, but what lies within is anything but ordinary. Inside are the church's darkest secrets, cases of abuse, corruption, betrayal, and scandals that have shaken the faith of millions. This was the reality Pope Francis faced when he succeeded Pope Benedict XVI in 2013. In his newly released autobiography, Spera, meaning hope, Pope Francis reveals the extraordinary moment when his predecessor entrusted him with this explosive legacy. Shortly after his election, Francis recounts visiting Benedict at Castel Gandolfo, the serene papal summer residence south of Rome. It was there, in the quiet of that historic setting, that Benedict handed over the box and uttered words that would stay with Francis forever. "Everything is in here," Benedict told him, documents on the most difficult and painful situations, cases of abuse, corruption, dark dealings, wrongdoings. "I have arrived this far, taken these actions, removed these people. Now it's your turn." Francis took the box not just as a collection of files, but as the weight of an institution grappling with its darkest chapters. In Spera, he reveals that he continued along the path Benedict had started, although the exact contents of the box remain a mystery. What we do know is the staggering backdrop against which this transfer of responsibility took place. Benedict's papacy, which lasted from 2005 to 2013, was deeply shadowed by crises that shook the very foundations of the church. Chief among them was the widespread sexual abuse scandal. Survivors came forward with harrowing accounts of suffering, and investigations revealed systemic cover-ups that reached into the church's highest levels. The scandal wasn't just about individual predators, but an institution that had failed to protect its most vulnerable members, allowing cycles of abuse to persist unchecked. On top of this, the last year of Benedict's papacy was consumed by the infamous Vatican scandal, a series of leaks that exposed financial corruption, mismanagement, and internal power struggles within the Vatican. The revelations painted a picture of a church not only in spiritual crisis, but in administrative chaos. By the time Benedict made his historic decision to resign, the first pope in nearly 6 centuries to do so, his reputation was deeply polarized. While he worked tirelessly to address some of these crises, his legacy was one of division, as both his supporters and critics grappled with the outcomes of his decisions. When Pope Francis took on the mantle of leadership, he inherited not just the papacy, but also the immense burden of leading the church through these turbulent times. In the years since, Francis has charted a course that balances the weight of tradition with the urgency for reform. Yet, Spera is not merely a recounting of scandals. It is also a deeply personal and spiritual reflection on Francis's journey. In a rare glimpse into the secretive conclave process, he describes the moment his name was read for the 77th time, securing his election as pope. "There was a burst of applause," he writes, "but I wasn't listening. The voice of the scrutineer was drowned out by something greater within me." Francis's autobiography also delves into his vision for the church, particularly the role of women. He writes, "The church is female, it is not male," and calls for urgent reforms to ensure women are given more significant roles in social and ecclesiastical life. Yet he firmly rules out the possibility of women becoming priests, stating that the church must move forward without compromising its spiritual identity. "One of the great sins we have committed has been to masculinize the church," Francis observes. "The church needs to be demasculinized, but at the same time, we must avoid masculinizing women. Both clericalism and this imbalance harm the very essence of the church." In addition to addressing these institutional challenges, Spera reveals a chilling moment from Francis's own life. During his 2021 visit to Iraq, Pope Francis narrowly escaped a double suicide bombing. British intelligence and Iraqi police foiled the plot just in time, a stark reminder of the dangers he faces as he carries his message of peace to the world's most fragile regions. Despite the scandals, crises, and personal risks, Francis remains steadfast in his mission. He sees the white box not only as a burden, but as an opportunity, a chance to confront the church's darkest moments and bring healing, transparency, and hope to its future. In Spera, he lays bare the complexities of leading an institution that has inspired faith for centuries, while also facing some of humanity's greatest moral failings. The autobiography is not just a reflection of his papacy, but a testament to resilience, reform, and an unshakable belief in the power of hope to overcome even the deepest shadows. So, what do you think of Pope Francis's revelations? Can the Church truly move forward from its past and embrace a brighter, more transparent future? Let us know your thoughts below.